What's up, boys? Gas cake. I'm baked. What is going on, man? It is Tuesday. It is May. It is almost the end of May. It's the 30th. It is the year 2023. I'm stoned. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope y'all had a good Memorial Day. I know for some people, especially the veterans, it's not exactly a good day or a happy day, but it's an important holiday. I hope everyone got to enjoy it with their friends and family. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It's Tuesday. I normally do the show on Monday, but because there was a break with UFC events, there were no fights this past weekend, UFC fights anyway. So there's nothing to recap. Well, there's a couple things to recap, but a couple things to talk about, but there's no UFC. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world that this week was the one where I had to stream on Tuesday. I could have streamed yesterday, but nobody would have been around, whatever. But what's up, man? Just getting warmed up here. As you can see there on the screen, that's what I'm up to right now. Get my coffee, get my pot in. Heating things up. Not for your ilk, sir. No, what's up, Lobby? Dude. Yeah, I'll recap that for you. You want a quick recap of that? Holy shit. Yeah, that was an upset. All right, dude. I didn't make an official pick for that one, but I probably would have picked Michael Conlon. It was. You know what, Lobby? Since you in here first, early bird gets the turd. Not for real though. I'll give you a recap. Lara Wood, I didn't watch it. I saw some highlights, but considering the performance that Lara had in the first fight, I don't know, man. Like I probably would have picked fucking Lara again and been wrong. I probably would have been wrong on both of those, to be honest with you. But I wasn't really paying attention to those. I did see the highlights though, man. That Conlon fucking knockout was on there. That was nasty, man. Michael Conlon got fucking flattened in what the 11th round or something. Dude, it's how it goes. Rare in boxing forgot to win an immediate rematch. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't have picked him. I didn't think it was going to go that way. So yeah, shout out to Lee Wood. not a spring chicken, but and kind of looked like he was done too, man. So shout out to him for stepping up a little bit later in the game and winning. I'm trying to remember, but I feel like Lara was an upset to begin with, and then this was kind of an upset too. Like everyone was like, "Oh no, Lara's that dude." I mean, he's not super young either, but I'm just saying. Please, dude, I'm just trying to live. Can I live? Can I live and drink coffee and smoke weed and stream in a world without some fucking cyber bully coming around trying to demean me, make me feel bad about myself? The way she goes. I'll tell you the way she fucking goes. I'll tell you the way she fucking goes, Zach. I miss betting Lopez by KO. I wasn't. Yeah. I feel you. Would have the advantage in style and stylistic rematch, but it was pretty surprising Wood performance. Yeah, I didn't think that. Like, I thought that last fight took it out of him, so I wasn't sure he'd be able to do that again. But yeah, that's that. So there you go. I hope you're fucking happy. There's your fucking Lee Wood Mauricio Lara rematch recap. So that is that. This is this. You see that fucking coffee mug lobby? You see the fucking emblem that's on that mug? How about them fucking Golden Knights, baby? How about them Knights? The quest for the West is complete. We finally get the fucking Dallas Stars up out of there at home at Dallas's home. Dallas's home, Jesus Christ. At Dallas. Game 6. I tell you what, man. Lady TC was a lot more confident than I was. Because it looked to me like, I mean, they did. Like, the Stars were gaining momentum. We looked flat as fuck in game 5. It looked like we were just protecting the fucking series lead. So she was a lot more confident than I was. She's like, it doesn't matter. We're still going to win. It's like, all we need is one more game. It's like, I don't know. It just feels like it's going to game 7. Like, it just felt like that to me. But, dude, we put that shit to bed early. Early and often. 6-0 is not a, like, super, like, even a fucking newbie, like, fan like me, even I know that 6-0, that's a pretty fucking high score for an NHL game, especially like an NFL playoff game with this much on the line where it's like, it just, like, this was what I was expecting to see in game 4 and game 5, especially in game 5. And because we didn't come out like that, I was like, dude, here we go. Here we fucking go. It just seems like here comes the Cinderella story. Like, we can't put these motherfuckers away. They're going to be like, I was worried going into this game, man, because it's like, this is at Dallas. They've got the momentum. Like, we have got to just summon this fucking will up from somewhere, man. And credit to Bruce Cassidy, because I think he lit a fire under their ass, dude. I think he fucking lit a fire up under that ass. He coached them up well. The boys killed it. Fucking Carlson with 2 goals. Carrier had a dude. Kolasar had a goal. One of our defensemen. Marchus said, dude, the Kolasar goal was fucking surgical, dude. Fucking give and go off the wall. It was nasty, man. Fucking Marchessault fucking deked Ottinger. I think he nutmegged him too. It was like a fucking back shot through his legs. They just, dude, we were not going to be denied. So, yeah. Quest for the West is complete. Hey, man, shout out to the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars looked like they were going to get fucking swept. They made it a series. They came back. They fucking fought their hearts out. And shout out to the fucking Dallas fans, dude. A lot of them left, but dude, there was more than I was expecting at the end of that. Down 6-0, getting crushed. They're like presenting us with the fucking Western Finals Cup. It's like, dude, like they were still there, man, cheering on the Stars. So I got to give them credit for that. Shout out to the Dallas Stars faithful. Shout out to the Dallas Stars for making it a series. Dude, it was 3-0. We were bullying them, and they just fucking punched us in the mouth. 2 games in a row. One of them was at home, too. So it's like, oh, shit, dude, we better wake the fuck up. Cassidy lit a fire under their ass. We have a lot of veterans on that team. Dudes that have been there since the beginning. Marchessault, Carlson. So, like, I'm pretty sure Stone's been there. Stone's either been there since the beginning or, like, got there like a year or two after. So, dude, let's fucking go. Shout out to the Knights. It's time to unite the realm, dude. It is time to vanquish this last foe, bring peace and prosperity to the NFL once again. Well, I can't say once again because we never won the motherfucker, but it just sounds better. So, yeah, let's fucking go. The Panthers are not going to be easy. Bennett is a motherfucker. He's going to try and rough us up. They're a rough and tumble team, dude. They're a very physical, they're a fucking bully of a team. So we're going to have to be the finesse team. But I like the aggression that we showed in game 6. We don't have to get these perfect like some of them did look damn. That Colasar goal was just fucking butter. But like, just just throw the fucking puck in the net. It does not have to be perfect. Like, doesn't have to be flawless. Just shoot it at the fucking net. Because that's how we get a lot of our goals is just fucking putbacks. Opportunistic putbacks. But yeah, I really like. I'm still learning. Like I'm a new NHL fan, so I'm not gonna act like I fucking know everything. I'm learning as we speak. But apparently, Dallas's forecheck was giving us problems, and we adjusted with that too. Where like we were clearing it a lot easier, and being a little. We were just more aggressive too. They look like the desperate team that wanted it more in game 4 and game 5. We look like the desperate team last night. So great fucking victory. War Golden Knights. The quest is not nearly complete. Kind of nearly, but dude, the Panthers are not going to be easy. So I think it's imperative that we just keep this same fucking mindset. Go in there, act like every game is game 7. Gotta have it. Don't take our fucking foot off their throat. Let's fucking go. Look at how fucking happy Eichel and Marchessault are right there, dude. I feel like Jack Eichel is about to turn the fuck up in this series. I feel like Eichel and Stone, Marchessault too, man. Jonathan Marchessault has been balling out. That dude's a beast. I've been following the NBA playoffs. I've been casually following it. Like I've been, seeing what's happening on the timeline. I was rooting for Heat last night, but I have Nuggets after my Warriors lost. Okay, so you're a Warriors fan? Right on. Yeah, dude, the Nuggets and Jokic are looking pretty hard to beat. I'll be honest. But again, I'm pretty casual with the NBA. I'm trying to become more hardcore with the NHL. I've been a Knights fan since like I think 2019, like the year after we went to the finals. Because I think we went to the finals the first year. So it was either 2018 or 2019 when I really like started following the Knights. So yeah, I bandwagoned them, but they're a new team. I'm a new fan. Whatever. Hockey fans are different, respectful. Yeah, it did seem like that for the most part. NHL, excuse me. Oh yeah, I'm definitely Hife. I am Hife. No, I am fucking high. Very high. It's like gas cake, dude. Blame it on the gas cake. You burying the lead, I'll bury your fucking face in a fucking pile of dirt or whatever other fucking shit's on the ground. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Bo Dick. I'm gonna get to it. So, girl, what are you doing? Yeah. See, Zach trying to fucking cyber, but you got to stand up to these cyber bullies. I already drafted 2 NFL baseball teams. You mean TWO? Too many? Oh, you already drafted too many. Gotcha. What's up, though, Devil? How was your weekend? Yeah, everyone had a nice long weekend, dude. Well, you know what, Lobby? You fucking smart mouth. I am now done talking about the NHL for now. But yeah, game 1, Saturday at home, 8 p.m. Let's fucking go, nice. Boys and girls. Me, myself, just my 2 cents, has been waiting on this fight for 5 fucking years. Quite literally, 5 fucking years I've been waiting on this shite, and here it is, dude. After 5 years, at long last, we get Spence versus Crawford for welterweight, undisputed. Like I said, it should have happened years ago. Kind of getting to like a fucking Mayweather Pacquiao, but not quite that bad. But we got it. July 29th, T-Mobile in Las Vegas. This is going to be a fucking firecracker of a fight. These are unquestionably the 2 best welterweights and have been for years. Boys, think about Zach, Miss Devil, even you, Lobby. Think about the fight that was built up the most, the most on paper, the seemingly most 50-50, like whatever you can think of in MMA. That's what this shit is to boxing. That's how close this fight is. That's how big this fight is. This is the biggest fight in boxing. I'm telling you, dude, I used to be in that world, that boxing talk world, when I first got on YouTube. 2018. Boxing heads were talking about this fight. We were supposed to get this fight in 2018, 2019. And it just didn't happen. But here we go. It's on now. What I'm trying to tell you is, think about the fight where fans have gotten the most highly contested, the most my dude is winning, your dude is losing. That's what this fight is. It has been a Twitter war. It has been a YouTube war for half a fucking decade. I shit you not. But we got it now. All that shit talk, all that spicy shit, about to come to a head. And I tell you what, if I end up on the wrong side of this, I'm going to have to eat a fucking tremendous amount of crow. But if I am right, Oh my God. Oh my God. Am I going to let some motherfuckers have it? This is it's going to be a showdown. It's going down in the desert. It is that fucking close. It is that hotly contested. These are the two best. Like, both of these dudes are fucking, like, I'm not talking yellow. I am talking, these dudes are stone ground Dijon fucking mustard. Bud is a multiple weight class world champion, undisputed at 140, moved up to 147, beat a couple of the dudes Spence's beat Sean Porter in more devastating fashion, albeit I do think, that's not quite the Sean Porter that Spence fought. But anyways, I digress. Dude, Bud is fucking mustard, man. He really is. Like, I'm a Spence fan. I have been for years. I'm super biased. Even with that being said, the most confidence I can give Spence in this fight is 60-40. That's at the most. I think it's more like a 55-45, 50-50. A couple of years ago, like, when this was, well, it's hard to say, because before the crash, it's like Bud was younger, but it was Spence before the crash. So it's like, I still kind of feel the same, but like now Bud's a little bit older. Bud's 35, gonna be 36 in September. Like, I'm worried that if Spence wins this, people are just gonna be like Lobby, dude, if Spence wins this fight, don't be talking that fucking shit about, oh, Bud's out of his prime. Ha ha ha, nanny nanny boo boo. Yep, you didn't get the best Bud. Take my ball and run home. Nah, ain't gonna be none of that. Bud is still fucking mustard. Stone ground, dank ass mustard. He's a little bit faster than Spence. Maybe hits a little bit harder to the head. Spence digs harder to the body, though. Crawford is a little more versatile. He's a stance switcher, and he's effective from both. He's effective from southpaw and orthodox. He has a wider variety of punches that he is successful with. I would say he's a little bit trickier, but I think there's some things that are underrated about Spence that will give him the advantage. Not a huge advantage. And Spence is going to have to be careful. I do think Spence has underrated defense, though. But Bud hits hard, man. Bud hits hard. He's really crafty. Bud's footwork. I don't know, man. There are some fucking misconceptions about this fight. I don't think that Spence has bad footwork or bad defense. He just doesn't slip a lot. He's really good at blocking. He is fucking excellent at parrying. He's good at deflecting punches off his gloves, rolling them off his shoulder. He just doesn't slip a lot. He just doesn't have that fancy fucking Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather head movement. But it's underrated defense. He does get hit. So does Bud Crawford. We've seen both of these dudes rocked. I don't think either of them have a glass jaw. They're both pretty fucking durable. Maybe you could say Spence is a little bit more durable just because he's fought bigger dudes, but Bud's not a glass jaw. They're both durable fighters. They both can go for 12 rounds, no problem. They both carry their power weight. It's a fucking razor close fight, dude. This fight is so fucking good. Like you cannot say everyone bitches boxing, the best don't fight the best. Yeah, this is the best fighting the best. Period. I want to hear it. This is the best welterweight fighting the other best welterweight. And we're gonna see what separates that fucking, like, you want to say they're 1A and 1A, 1B, A1, A2. That's what's going to be separated here. If Spence loses, I will eat the fucking crow. I won't have any fucking excuses. That's why I don't want people saying if Bud loses, it's, oh, well, this wasn't Bud. Because, dude, Crawford is just as much, if not more, to blame for this fight getting delayed. That's just the truth of it. So I think it's funny too. Bitch about PBC, blah, blah, blah. Then you take a 2-fight deal with PBC. You realize what a dumbass you were for re-signing with Aram. And now you finally sign with PBC. It's just so funny, dude. It's so stupid. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter, though, because we got it. We got it now, boys. I've got Errol Spence Jr. I am a Spence fan. You can call me a Spence stan, whatever. I'll be that. I'll wear that badge. You can put that fucking jacket on me, whatever. I don't care. You want to call me that, fine. I am. I'm a Spence fan. I just think he's the fucking best welterweight. He's a little bit bigger. He works at a higher rate. He does better body work. He's got a more consistent jab. And he's got, dude, Bud is faster, but Spence is not slow. Like, Spence varies his punch speed up a little bit more. He'll be looking like he's slow, and then all of a sudden he'll fucking, dude, Spence's rear left hook is a motherfucker. It is a fight changer. Spence's rear left hook is what won the Sean Porter fight because he dropped Porter with it. If he hits Bud clean with that rear left hook, Bud's going to be hurt. I'm not going to say it sparks him out, but it might. Don't be surprised if Spence's rear left hook has Bud doing the stanky leg like he did against Gamboa, or he fucking drops him like Mean Machine did. Just don't be surprised, dude. I won't be surprised if Bud knocks Spence out. Bud hits really fucking hard. He's very crafty and tricky. He switches stances. He's probably got a little bit better footwork. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not counting Bud out of this fight at all. I'm not counting Bud by knockout. I'm not excluding that as a possibility. I won't be like jaw to the floor. I never saw this coming. Of course he can. Like I said, in my mind, the most advantage I can give Spence is 60-40. That's coming from a fucking ridiculous Spence fan. That's the most I can give him. Bud's that good. He just is. That's why I wanted this fucking fight 5 years ago. This fight is awesome, dude. As a boxing fan, you can't ask for much more than a fight like this. So you see it right there. All the Infinity Stones. This is for welterweight undisputed. This has been one of the most popular weight classes for decades. Going down in Vegas. I can't wait. Team Spence, man down. Bud 2. Little Bud going down 2. But let's fucking go. That's a good ass fight. Real good fight. See what we got up in here. Bro trying to make this decision. I am or you are? I don't know who bro is that you're referring to there, sir. It was fabulous, but fell too short. Ain't that the fucking truth? I am well, thank you. I'm feeling good, dude. My Knights won. Secured the West. On to the fucking Stanley Cup Finals. Got Spence Crawford. Got UFC this week. I'm doing pretty good. Crawford sounds pissed from PBC freezing him out. He was shitting on PBC so fucking hard. He just gleefully leapt into Top Rank's arms and then fucking re-signed with them. He was fucking sniffing Aram's. He was fucking AOFing fucking Aram's taint. Fucking Bob Aram, Scam Daddy. Couldn't wait to re-sign with Scam Daddy. And now it's like, oh, PBC fucked me. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? You know that's not true. On YouTube. On YouTube. That's when I got on YouTube. I am not going to go back 5 years of all this bullshit and propaganda. Bud could have been made this fight. Bud wanted. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Junior wins by decision plus 175. Crawford wins by decision plus 190. I know people think that Crawford is more likely to get a knockout. I'm telling you, though, if Spence clips Crawford with that rear left hook, you're going to see and clean, you're going to see the fight change. It's definitely going to win Spence that round. It might win him the fight. Just don't be shocked, dude. Indeed. It is, man. He just works at a higher rate. He's just more consistent with his work. That's why Crawford's not going to be able to give up rounds early. He's not going to be able to do the fucking Canelo thing where he works hard for the first 15 seconds, takes a minute off, works hard for the middle of the round, works hard at the very end. Like, Spence is just going to be going. Spence is like the dude is like a snowball rolling down the side of a fucking snow-covered mountain. It just builds and builds and builds. He just doesn't stop, man. He's a fucking freight train. Homie Noah. I agree, man. I think he's going to be a fucking crawfish bull. Like, Bud, I give Bud credit for knocking out Sean Porter. I know it's the first time Sean Porter's been knocked out, but like, that Sean Porter, the oldest version of Sean Porter, after going through a war with Spence, I just don't think it was the same guy. But I'm not going to totally discredit Bud for that. Like, I'm already acknowledging Bud is fucking mustard, dude. He can definitely knock out Spence. He can beat Spence. It won't shock me if Bud wins a decision. I just think Spence is a little bit more consistent. Consistent with his work, consistent with his jab, consistent with his body work. And I just think he's just going to be racking them rounds up, dude. And I think he will hurt Bud at some point. I'm gonna stand on that. I still think Spence will hurt Bud at some point in the fight. I'm not saying he knocks him out cold, but I think he does clip him. Might be a fucking lead right hook. I don't know. That isn't a fucking contradictory statement. How is he not an elite talent? He's not flashy. You like flashy shit, Lobby. That's why you always be talking about Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson. You like the flashy, quick, pretty shit. Spence is very consistent. Very consistent jab. Very consistent body work. Puts combos together real. When Spence starts to string his combos together, that shit is nice, dude. He punches in long combos. He's durable. He's just not flashy. That's why, I don't know, man. Dude, people like think that I'm crazy saying that. Spence has underrated power. He just doesn't have like Bud probably has a little bit more one punch knockout power to the head. I'm telling you though, Bud, this is how Bud wins fights sometimes. And this is what is going to be his undoing against Spence if he fights him like this. How Bud wins a lot of his fights, he does well boxing when he wants to, and then he dogfights people. He's like, Bud is a tough guy. He's known for being a street fighter. He's known for being able to whoop. He's kind of like fucking Floyd Sr., just known around the neighborhood that a dude, if you fucking get into fisticuffs with the guy, he's going to whoop your fucking ass. So yeah, Bud is a tough guy. He has a reputation for that. He has a reputation for turning things into a dogfight. If he tries to dogfight Spence, especially on the inside, he is going to get figgity fucked up, dude. If he tries to dogfight Spence and go body blow for body blow on the inside, he might catch an uppercut. He might catch a fucking dude. Spence is nasty. Spence can hit a right hook to the liver. He can come across your body and hit you with a right hook to the, normally the left hook to the liver is the one that does it. Spence can do it with the other side. With the other side of his punch from the other side. You know what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I was pausing out a little bit with that one. But yeah, dude. It's a good fight though, man. It's a good fight. Really good fight. Crawford is very crafty. He does make a lot of adjustments. Spence does too, though. Yeah, but that was probably like I guarantee you that was on the table at some point, and Crawford's like, "No, India, no, we're not gonna do it here." He's probably like, "Do it in Omaha." He dug Spence too. Yeah, like yeah. And you can say like, "Oh well, that was Kell Brook after fucking Triple G broke his eye." Like Spence broke his other eye. Like it was a foregone conclusion that Bud was gonna fucking smoke Kell Brook. Like Kell Brook looked pretty good, and then he just got fucking like Kell Brook was a once great fighter. That's just the truth, man. Kell Brook's a good fighter. Against the elite of the elite, yeah, he comes up short, but like everyone else, he fucking beats the shit out of him. For everyone else, chocolate brownies, special delivery. For real, like he'll special deliver some chocolate brownies if you're not like Spence or Bud or Triple G. You know, dude beat Sean Porter. That's how he got that belt. Oh my God, you don't listen, dude. You don't even, I say things, bro. It's like I say something and then you like ignore it. You like, it's you just like willfully ignore what I say. That's all right, though. I know you're trying to wind me up. Elite. What does Spence do that's elite? Body work rate, jab. All of those are elite rear left hook. Elite. Elite work rate. Remind me again who had stopped Ugas. If you want to do the who stop who, bro. Ugas arguably beat Sean Porter too. That was a split decision. Fair point. I agree. He'll do that. This is what I predict will happen. Bud will fight on the outside because Bud is a versatile fighter. Bud can outfight. Bud can fight at mid-range and counterpunch. Bud is a good inside fighter. And because he switched stances, he can cover distance in a way that like he can get to the target quicker. Because he can, when he switches stances, he goes, oh, and now I have this punch. And because he's good at both, at like whatever stance he's in, it like that is an advantage for him. But what I think is going to get him fucked up, and what's going to trip him up, is he's going to get caught in between. That's what happens sometimes when you're always switching stances. Sometimes you just get squared the fuck up in between switching. And like I said, Spence's like if in one word, Spence's advantage, consistency. But dude, all of that, and that's one of Bud's best wins. A fucking shell of Kel. The shell of Kel. What? Yeah. What? Bud had to beat someone to get a belt. They all, what kind of, yes, like, of course. That's like, you have to. Lobby. I know you're just fucking with me. No, not onto your own head. God damn it. Are you fucking with me? I think you are. But yeah, I know you're on Crawford. I'm on Spence. Best of luck. Okay, you're saying like he had to fight someone. Yeah. Fair play. Look, I give Bud credit for beating Porter like that. I do. I still have to acknowledge, like, I think, but that's the problem. Is like what a lot of Crawford fans do is we'll just go too far with that. Oh, well, Crawford knocked out Porter. Spence couldn't do that, so he beats. So he beats Spence. I don't think it's that direct either. I think we also have to acknowledge, like, that's the oldest, most shop-worn version of Sean Porter. It just is. I give Bud credit for that, though. And that's why I think it's so fucking close. And yes, I acknowledge that Bud could knock out Spence. So I'm not like shitting on those wins, but like, let's also not like act like, oh, well, because he knocked out Sean Porter, he is going to beat Spence. Like, that's not the reason. If he does, it will be because he's the better fighter. He's more versatile, hits a little bit harder, a little bit faster, whatever. It's a very close fight, though. Very fucking, it is a fucking, this, I don't want to say this is aged like a fine wine, but like, maybe it has. Maybe because it's been built up for so many years. I don't know, man. But I'm very, very pumped about it. Anyways, that's what I have to say about this fight. That's my little preview. Tune in, though. Who knows, man? Maybe I make a couple little side bets. But let's press on. Boys, we got fights. We got fucking UFC fights again. I know it's felt like ages, probably a fucking eternity for a lot of fans out there, but here we go. UFC once again. UFC Vegas 74 at the Apex this Saturday. I'd have to look and see when the prelims start, but it's headlined by Kai Kara-France and Amir Albazi. That's a good fight. And there's some fights on this card. I'll just put it like that. We got fights. I'm glad to see UFC fights. Objectively, this card is not very good. It's another not very good card, but because of the absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of shit. Probably a little more excited about it. Like if there hadn't been a break, would y'all really be pumped about this card? Yeah, like just be honest with yourselves. I'm not gonna say like for all of you, you wouldn't be, but like, come on, it's not really that good of a card. Oh my god, dude. My phone is being so fucking slow, man. UFC skitty. When Bruce Leroy is your co-main, man, come on now. But here we go. We got this fucking fight card. There are, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 fights that I'm actually interested in on this card. Maybe 5. 2 on the main card. As fucked up as it is, I actually want to see what happens between Lenz and Grishin. That could end up being a really shitty fight, but like one of them could get finished. But that could be a stinker, man. I don't know. Pussycat and Munoz is actually a good one. That's rescheduled. Santos got injured or whatever the fuck that was. Illness. Well, I don't even fucking know. I don't care. But stylistically, on paper, that's a pretty good fight. I think it'll be exciting for as long as it lasts. Yeah. I had a bet on Munoz, but I think that I'm probably just going to stay away from that. But just from a fan's perspective, yeah, that's a pretty good fight, and I think it will be exciting. Oh yeah, but let me say this before one last thing, one little afterthought. You ain't gonna hear excuses from me like that. No, if I was worried about the effects of that crash until the Ugas fight, and people like, oh well, he got rocked by Ugas. So, Bud got robbed by Gamboa, little bitty ass Gamboa, made Bud do the stanky leg. So yeah, like Ugas is a big fucking dude. He hits hard. Like, oh, I got hit by Ugas. Ugas probably beat Sean Porter. Ugas beat Pacquiao. Like, what's the problem? So no, that's not an excuse. It's not. You won't hear any excuses from me. If Bud KOs Spence, it's because Bud is that fucking good. He's that nasty. Even at 35, he cracks. He's fucking stone ground Dijon mustard. They both are. So that's why if either one of them win, like look, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Bud is the best fighter that Errol Spence has ever fought. And Errol Spence Jr. is the fucking best fighter that Bud Crawford has ever fought. Period. So whoever wins and whoever loses ain't going to be no fucking excuse. Whoever wins got the best win of their career. Period. Now, Yeah, no, banger, right? It's like, God damn. Well, I don't know where, like, yes, I know that flyweight got better than it was. Like, I'm sorry, when DJ was ruling flyweight, it was kind of pretty lame. But yeah, I know it got a little tastier the last couple years, but it's still a thin division. I went over this when I did my fucking State of the Divisions address. I think flyweight is one of the most overrated, like top heavy, same old matchups over and fucking over again. I just don't think it's just not. It's not a very deep division. I think it's an overrated division. I think people make like way too much of the fucking, like, Figgy and Moreno have been carrying that division. Pantoja on the come up again. It's like, that's what's so crazy about it. It's like Pantoja has 2 wins over Moreno, but Moreno's like the champion now. It's just like it's not a very fucking deep division. It's just not. These same dudes have been fighting each other over and over and over again. So I will give them credit for making a fresh matchup, but it's like it's a spin cycle at flyweight, and I think it's overrated. It was a division that was like on life support, basically. You are? Nice. Good luck. Talking about the chick fight. Carini. Now, see, I'm going to have to tape that one. I'm definitely going to have to tape that. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be diving into tape study whenever. This is not going to be a long stream. When I'm done with it, it's going to be tape study time. I have to get ready, boys. I have to get ready for Wednesday. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Check him out. I will be there Wednesday to help him break down this week's UFC. Check out the rest of Aaron's content too. He breaks down the LFA, which I'm pretty sure he's been killing it with. Did it again. Like, Aaron strikes again this past weekend. So, yeah, man, check him out. I will be there Wednesday. I've done a little tape study, but Tuesday is usually the day that I really get into it. I like the shit to be fresh in my mind. And yeah, when I'm doing it like week to week, sometimes I do start Monday, but like Mondays usually are when I'm doing my recap. I don't do anything on Sunday, but like rewatch the fights from the previous week. So like, I know some people, like, especially, and I get it too. Like, if you're a fucking gambler, if you're a serious gambler, like a professional handicapper, you're going to want to get on the shit as early as possible, do all the research as early as possible, be looking at the lines and get on top of the line movement as early as you can. I understand all that. But for me, it's like, I need to like reset. Like, I'll rewatch the fights, recap them on Monday, and then Tuesday, today, is normally when I just really dive into tape study. I've kind of cleared my head of the past week. But yeah, some people get on that shit real early. But for me, I don't know. This is usually my day when I get after it. So it won't be a long stream. But I did want to kind of just look through it. I did it a little bit last week, but get a little bit further into it today. And then some of these picks, and I don't know, man. I gotta something is going on with the FanDuel. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be betting this week or not. If I can't resolve this issue, then I will not be. But if I can, then I will. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But some of these picks I'm definitely going to save for tomorrow. If you want to find out what they are, you guys subscribe to Aaron the Dog MMA, tune in. But some of them, like some lanes, I'll give today. Damon Blackshear and Luan Lacerda, I'm going to be taping today. Elise Reed, Jinyu Fry will not be taping, will not watch one motherfucking second of Jinyu Fry and Elise Reed. I can tell you that wholeheartedly. I kind of think I know who I want to pick, but that is just coin flip McGee. I'm sorry. Neither one of those chicks are very good. Neither one of them is like that much better than the other one. I see the argument for both fighters. It's a low level chick fight. I don't care enough. I just don't give enough of a fuck to really tape that one. I'd rather just put more energy into taping Blackshear and Lacerda or taping what was the other one? I'd rather spend more energy taping that fight or Silva and Souza. Like I'd much rather just flip a coin with Reed and Jinyu Fraud and devote more time and energy to Silva Souza. But yeah, so Reed, Jin, that's a fight. Arlovsky, Mays. God damn it. God damn it. How long are we going to do this with Arlovsky? Where it's like, here we go. Like, what's the lowest level of fighter that Arlovsky can still beat, basically? It's almost like a game. It's like a spin the Arlovsky wheel. Are you the lowest level of fighter that can beat Andre Arlovsky? These are Arlovsky's like last opponents. The guy was on a 4-fight win streak in his 40s. Bobo Sherman, Carlos Felipe, Vandera, Collier. Slight step up with DeLima. Gets fucking clubbed and subbed. Very sadly. Very sad club and sub, dude. Go back and watch. Like, that's just like Arlovsky is just like, he's fucked up. He just like, it's just like a fucking, this is all I can do is just like put up this one like tap before I go out. But oh man. Like, this is just like deja vu from that win streak. Like, you could throw Mays in there and it'd just be the same. Like, would it really be that much different from any of these other guys? Like, is Mays like oh man. This is another one you probably coin flip it. Like, what kind of like I know the matchup. There's no amount of tape study that can be like, oh well, you know, here's where Arlovsky has the advantage. Like, I already know where the dude has the advantage. I pretty much already know what kind of fight's going to take place. It's just like, he still has the same strengths and weaknesses. This is still just a low level of fighter that it's like, yeah, he's younger. Like, he should be able to like find Arlovsky's chin, but it's like, he's not very good. Arlovsky's still like a slick, like amateur level boxer. Like, he's still like decent off the back foot. Like, Mays could just be chasing him around for 3. Like, imagine what that fight's going to look like. Don'Tale Mays chasing Arlovsky around for 3 rounds, all fucking tired. Like, it's going to look crazy. This fight is such a fucking circus fight, dude. This is a carousel fight. I'm sorry. One of these dudes, I don't want to speak for the operator. I want to speak for Big Moyes, but I'm thinking that one of these, the loser of this fight is going to be taking a little spin, if you know what I mean. They have to, man. This is a carousel fight. I don't hate that. Is he not? Is Mays not a fucking Bobo Sherman, Vandera level ass motherfucker? You can't say that he's much better than that. It's just like, now instead of 41, Arlovsky's like about to be 45. So it's like, fuck, dude, at some point the bottom is going to drop out. But I've been saying that about Matt Brown too, and it's just like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, dude. Just fucking whatever I say, dude, just pick the fucking opposite. I'm probably better off for it. Arlovsky, God, dude. I thought I had fucking. I actually cashed one of those fucking bets though. Who was it, man? It was Arlovsky. It might have been Guida. It might have. It might have been Arlovsky and Guida. I've cashed one of those before though, dude. I like those grizzled old bastard bets. Grizzled old fucking billy goats, dude. Have you been flagged as a knowledgeable gambler and limited on your dude? Probably not. I really hope not, because that's just not like, I don't know. I tried to bet the fucking Knights last night. Couldn't do it. Mays will be cut, but forever known for the cup attack. Yeah. Didn't tape this fight. I pass. Play the over. I know, dude. I know. I get the Mays side too. Trust me. And it's like, okay, at some point, he's going to get KO'd again. I mean, he pretty much did against DeLima. Like, that was a club and sub. When he does get hit clean, he gets hurt. That's been happening since before the turn of the fucking millennium. Andrei Arlovsky has been getting knocked out since the 1990s. No bullshit. So it's like, even when he was fresh, he just didn't have that great of a chin. But the problem is like, they're giving him the bottom of the barrel. Where it's like they're just giving Arlovsky these fucking favors, dude. He's a former champion. He fights for them whenever the fuck ever. Has now been, dude, he has been a company man for like over 20 years. I don't know, dude. 50-50. That's a coin flip fight, dude. 2023. Andrei Arlovsky versus Dante Mays. That's a real fight. This dude, this world isn't real. This is all just some fat dude's dream. So yeah, this is Santos Munoz. Like I said, I don't hate that fight at all, man. That's a pretty good scrap. I think it'll be entertaining. I just don't really know who I'm going to pick, to be honest with you. Tune in to Aaron the Dog MMA to find out. I don't know. I was all over Munoz. I thought, I think he's sneaky good on the ground. I don't know, man. I know that Santos has a black belt. He's from Brazil. He has good wrestling. It's just like, Munoz is a really good grappler. He has good wrestling too. He's a fucking black belt. He started training jiu-jitsu when he was a young kid. He's nasty. He's very opportunistic with his grappling. Like, I don't know though, man. Santos clearly has the advantage on the feet. Munoz, like, I don't think he's a glass job, but like, he's a little, I don't know if chinny is the right word. Is he chinny? Gravely hits fucking hard. Clipped him with like a shot. Everyone's giving him shit for losing to Mayness and Gravely. It's like, those aren't terrible fighters to lose to. Like, Gravely fucking hits hard. I know Santos does too. Santos probably knock him out. Santos has the advantage on the feet, clearly. He's clearly the better striker. But I don't know, man. I think people give Munoz a little bit too hard of a time for his losses. And like, Santos, I don't know, dude. He's looked kind of sketchy in some of his wins. You know what I mean? Like, Sexy Mexi, he's got some knockouts, but it's a lot of ground and pound knockouts. Like, John Castaneda ain't no fucking power puncher, and he almost got Santos up out of there, dude. So I don't know if that's the best look. And people are just like really fucking high on this dude, man. I don't know. Like, I think even if he beats Munoz, I think Santos is I think he's a little fraudulent. I think he had a lot of hype on him because he's at what's a fuck shoot the boxe with fucking Charles Oliveira. So he gets some of the fucking Oliveira osmosis, transference, fucking love. But I think he's a little overhyped too. He'll probably knock out Munoz though. But I just like moving forward, like I just man, you almost getting fucking put away by Sexy Mexy like that, dude. I don't know I don't know how fucking high your ceiling is. I'm just saying. Zach, acting like Tony Gravely doesn't have power is a bad faith argument. Because you know he does. He almost fucking knocked Maness out too. And Maness is pretty durable. Please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Munoz clearly has durability issues. I think that Santos is probably more durable, but I don't think Munoz is like a glass jaw. Just bought some fucking dudes that hit hard. He's gonna get taken if he doesn't get knocked out. He's gonna get taken down. Like I don't think why people think Munoz is good on the ground, and if he plays jujitsu, Munoz can fucking decision this dude. If you're talking about Munoz, I wouldn't pick him. I might not even pick him, dude. It'll either be Santos by knockout or fucking maybe Munoz by submission. But you know what, Zach? You'll just have to tune into your best friend Aaron the Dog MMA's show tomorrow to find out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Bert? So, yeah, that's how I feel about that fight. Kind of 50-50 on it. Again, like Santos should be favored. I'm not saying Munoz should be the favorite, but it's kind of like I don't know, man. I feel like it's a little more dogger pass than some people, but Munoz, good chance he knocks him out. I would say that. I mean, Santos, good chance he knocks Munoz out. I get the Willie Catch. What the fuck is that name? That's the corniest, cheesiest name, too. Willie Catch. Stupid ass shit. All right, man. Main card. Abubakar and Zaleski dos Santos. Dude, that's a dank fight. I think that's a really good fight. That's another fight where it's like, man, Santos kind of a live dog there, man. I don't know. I mean, I think Abubakar is, I don't know, man, like a little bit better than I've maybe given him credit for. It just, I don't know, man. It's tough with dudes named Nurmagomedov. Because I feel like there's always just this like inherent like comparison to Khabib and this automatic assumption that like it's that everyone fights like that with that name. And it couldn't be further from the truth. I'm going to have to tape this one for sure. I will definitely be taping this today. I'll be spending the majority of my time taping Silva, Souza, this one, Blackshear, Lacerda. That's where I want to really dig into today. This afternoon, evening, whatever. But yeah, off the bat, neither of these dudes are spring chickens. Zaleski's older for sure. 36 and 33. But everything else is pretty much a mirror match. Same height. Zaleski 1 inch reach advantage. That ain't shit. Half inch, inch. That ain't really nothing, dude. You can cover that with your stance easily. So I don't know, man. Zaleski's still a sneaky good striker, dangerous with the jiu-jitsu. I mean, Abubakar is going to have a clear wrestling advantage and like advantage with top control. Like I can see him Zaleski playing guard off his back and him just getting smashed. Like I do, a lot of the times I do favor the samba over the jiu-jitsu. It's just like with this fight on the feet, I don't know, man. I need to tape this one. There's only a few Zaleski fights that I can remember off the top of my head. It's just like highlight real shit, like him fucking wheel kicking Strickland, stuff like that. I need to refresh my my memory a little bit. Because you also have to think like, okay, Zaleski's 36. Abubakar's not young, but he's a little bit younger. He's gonna have like the Sambo dude. He just gives these guys such an advantage with the takedowns and the top control, the ground and pound. Like I just have to tape and see like how Abubakar really uses his fucking ground game and how much Zaleski plays guard off his back. How willing he is to just like go for submissions or just does he just fucking sit there? I don't know, man. That's the kind of stuff I need to look at. I agree. I just think Munoz is a little bit better. Only one way to find out. Smarty Pants. Dos Santos KO. Zaleski. The name value being bet up. In whichin? Zaleski? You talking about Zaleski? Yeah, the name value on Abubakar. Yep. Yeah. If that's what you mean, I agree. Even though you are a fucking cyberbully. So that is a decent one. That's a decent one to open up the card. What else we got? What else we got here, boys? Like I said, Kareem Silva, Ketlin Souza. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't have much to say on it. I got to tape it first, and I'll have a lot more to say tomorrow. Elliot Victor Altamirano. Word around the campfire. Word through the grapevine is that Tim Elliott has been having injury issues coming into this fight. Yeah, fucking Tim Elliott, man. He is one of those fighters where I'm not gonna say I'm terrible at picking Tim Elliott fights. Like some of them are obvious to me, but like there's times where I faded him. Like, dude, I'm sorry. He was so fucking dirty in that Tagir fight. I still have just not watched the taste of that out of my mouth. Like, I don't think he won by that much. He fought so fucking dirty and shisty. Like, I don't know, man. Elliot, his wins are against like some of the biggest fucking jabronis. Like the fact that Tagir is like his best win and it was so fucking sketchy, like that's bad, dude. Elliot is like a high-end jobber. He's old. He fights dirty. I just don't fucking like him. He's a cuck. He married like dude, wifing up a fucking biker whore like Gina Mazzani. It's like, dude, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, I don't really like, I don't know, man. He has good losses other than Zach Makovsky. and like been annoying, but like, and other than that, his losses are pretty good. But it's like he doesn't have good wins. Like, I don't know, man. Like Altamirano really isn't that good, but like he's not that bad either. Like, I think Altamirano is like a little bit better than he gets credit for. I think Elliott's like a little bit overrated. He's been around for a while, but he's kind of past it now. I don't know, man. This is a Tim Elliott's biggest advantage is his work rate. He's a fucking little Tasmanian devil, constantly going for takedowns and constantly just working. Now, in this fight, like, that's kind of what Altamirano does too. But I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna tape it. I guess. I don't know. I mean, Elliott's got a huge experience advantage. Been in there with pretty like most of the division. He loses to the better guys, but it's like I don't really know where Altamirano's ceiling is. He's kind of like he's like an older prospect. Oh man, he's fresher for sure. Elliott's injured. Like I'm probably gonna go with Victor. It's just like I don't know, man. This is a weird one. Weird fight. Malarkey Lock, great. Who is Victor beat? Yeah, nobody. That's what I'm saying. It's like Elliott should win this. I just don't like him, so I probably won't pick him. It's literally that petty and stupid, but I don't know. I'm biased against Elliott too. I've just never really liked the guy. I just think he's a little weasel rat and like in the cage, and he's fucking dirty, dude. I don't like Tim Elliott. And he's a fucking huge cuck. He's literally like a massive cuck. Yeah, like stylistically, like a little bit younger, probably a little bit better on the feet, even though he's not incredible. Like he does kick a lot though, man. And like I'm just worried that Elliott will I hate this fight, dude. Can this fight please fall off? It's just like with Elliott being injured and like I don't like it. Victor wins by edging scrambles. You're hard pressed to find a greasier wrestling rat. I know, dude. He is. He is a fucking rat. People feeling sorry for Tim Elliott want to have an Elliott ticket in there. I know, man. Cuck sympathy. Yeah, I think he's super live. Yeah, I agree. It's true. He can knock Elliott out, man. Like Elliott's pretty tough, but yeah, he getting up there. He's just wonky on the feet. Like I don't know. This is going to be a messy fight. I think it's going to be a messy, ugly fight. It could be, dude. This could end up being a fucking snoozer. This could end up being like Elliott makes fights really fucking boring. Like takedown heavy, fence push heavy, push against the fence, punch with your free arm. Like dude, that's what it is. I just figured out what it is. I hate his wrestling rat fighting style. I hate his fucking dirty fighter tactics. I don't like the guy. And I just don't like it's tough to feel sorry for a guy like that. Of course, dude, of course she cheated on you. Look at her. Look at Kevin Kroom. What a fucking white trash hillbilly that dude is. Of course of course. Of course that happened to you. It's kind of like that, dude. That's what you get for like, you fucking wife up trash. You don't get some trashy shit happen. You don't get some trailer trash shit transpiring. Yeah, it could be, dude, and that's what it could be. Like that's also why I just like I would never touch this fight because I want Victor to win. Even though Elliott, there is like a very clear path for Elliott. Just be a wrestling rat. Just wrestling rat this shit out for 3 rounds. I could definitely see that happening. Elliott's got a lot of experience, dude, against way better fighters than Altamirano. So it's like, this is one of those, I'm just probably ain't going to touch it. But we are not white trash. I'm a little white trashy. I'm a little white trashy. I try not to be though. So where are we at? Talking Elliott, Altamirano. But yeah, that's a tough one for me because of my bias. Miller, Jared Gordon. Holy fucking jobber, Batman. Holy fucking jobber fest. Good God. I mean, did Miller retire? I thought he... Am I imagining that, dude? Am I imagining Jim Miller retiring? Maybe, no, maybe I'm tripping, dude. Maybe I think somebody else. This is another one. Like, how do you fucking make heads or tails of this shit? Good job in like putting a competitive jobber fight together. This is one of those where it's like a few years ago, oh, it's Miller automatically. This could be Jared Gordon, though, just via being a little bit younger. This is another one of those where it's like it kind of depends on what kind of fight it is. I'll tell you something right now. If Jared Gordon wrestles heavy, he can 100% Utah win this fight. Jim Miller does not have good takedown defense over like a very fucking large sample size. It's not good. Jim Miller is quite easily taken down by not incredibly good fighters either. So if Jared Gordon puts his fucking wrestling shoes on, it's a Jared Gordon decision. However, if it's on the feet, man, Jim Miller is tougher to me. He hits harder. At Jared Gordon chin, dude, it is just a waiting. I'm telling you, dude, it is just a waiting to rear its ugly head again. You can say, oh, it was a headbutt. I don't give a shit. The dude was unconscious. What? Less than 2 months ago? Unconscious. You can be like, oh, well, the headbutt caused it, so shouldn't really be fair. That doesn't take the damage away. That does not take away Bobby Green putting that dude's lights out. Jim Miller's way more durable. But if Gordon wrestles heavy, it's going to be a boring-ass Jared Gordon decision. Fence pushy, takey downy, lay on toppy, lay and pray type decision. Or it's going to be a Jim Miller knockout to me. Maybe Miller hurts him, wins the decision. I don't fucking know. Even if I can figure this shit out and am able to bet this weekend, I ain't gonna be betting this motherfucker. I'll tell you all right now, I ain't touching this fucking greasy ass fucking jobber extravaganza, dude. No fucking way. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like Gordon's winning, Miller gets back to the feet. Miller lands some counter fucking uppercut or like Miller swings hard, dude, and he does have power and he's tough. But he's also a kind of guy that can like get taken down and play jiu-jitsu off his back. And like stylistically, I like it for Gordon, but chin wise, on the feet, I favor Miller for sure. I favor Miller like a mug. So yeah, that's okay fight. It could end up being good, but it could also be a fucking stinker, dude. I'll be interested in how people on Friday. I'm gonna come back with the burning questions. I'll be interested how people respond to that one. Whether they think that'll be a banger or a fucking snoozer. I think both are pretty possible there. So we'll continue working our way up the card. God. Bruce Leroy and Daniel Pineda is the co-main event. I'm going to repeat that because I feel like that's not really like Alex Caceres versus Daniel Pineda. That is the co-main event of the evening. That's how far the mighty have fallen. I mean, probably Bruce Leroy. I don't fucking know. I don't particularly care. I just don't particularly care about that fight. I just don't. Who gives a fuck who wins between these two jobbers? They're just going to fight another jobber and another who gives a fuck fight. They've been trying to, like, people have been pissing off my leg about Bruce Leroy for like 7 or 8 years. Dude ain't been nothing but an action fighting jobber for years. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, it could end up being a decent fight, but it's just crazy to me this placed that high on the card. That's just wild, dude. I mean, I guess that's the price they pay for putting on events ever. Like, it just, again, though, we just had a week break. I don't know, man. Maybe the expectations are too high. Maybe I'm just being a fucking spoiled brat. Probably, right? But whatever, man. They're just fighting. I don't give a fuck about that fight. I don't care to think about it. I don't care to break it down. I don't just like, who gives a fuck? Now, the main event, I know I was kind of shitting on flyweight, but it's a good fight. Kai Kara-France and Albazi, both top flyweight fighters. It's a good one. I'm not gonna shit on the main event. I don't know if would normally be like fucking headlining a card, but more of I mean, let's be real. Kai Kara-France and Amir Albazi is much more of a pay-per-view opener. Not saying it's not pay-per-view worthy, but like that's one you stick in the middle of a main card. Maybe you open the pay-per-view with that. Maybe co-main event. But even if that was would you, like, on a pay-per-view, would you really think it's like that strong of a pay-per-view if your co-main is Kai Kara-France and Amir Albazi? Yeah. Yeah. What up, boys? That's OAFing around. You know me. Just OAFing around, dude. What's going on, big boys? Well, it's the big show. What up? What up, big show? Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. What's going on, man? How was your weekend? Alex Duck, Nate the Train, great. Talking about Hernandez. So yeah, man. But enough of my pissing and moaning. The main event's not bad. Pretty good, dude. My Knights clinched the fucking Western Finals. I talked a little bit about Spence Crawford, and yeah, you're just in time for the main event. Really, the only fight worth talking about on this card, in my opinion. It's a good fight, though. Maybe shouldn't be a main event, but it's still good. And I'm still going to talk about it. Pretty close fight, dude. I think Al-Bazzi should be favored just because of the stylistic matchup. He's clearly the better grappler. Kai Kara-France is the better striker to me, though. Al-Bazzi's striking is good. Like I'll even say it's a little bit better than serviceable. Like, he has good striking. It's dangerous with Kai on the feet. And I'm gonna tape this. Not gonna like deep tape it, but I'm gonna tape this one. Their last few at least. For each dude. I don't know. I haven't looked at the lines. I'm assuming that I'm pretty sure Al-Bazzi's still the favorite. I think he's the rifle favorite. Kai Kara-France is a live dog to me, though. If Al-Bazzi, he's a more well-rounded fighter, but if he doesn't grapple, if he doesn't mix it up and just tries to test his striking, which I think is good, I don't know, man. It's just dangerous. You're just giving Kai his path to victory. You're just like rolling the red carpet out for him. But I think if he grapples, man, he can make it look pretty one-sided. I don't know, man. I think it's kind of Al-Bazzi's fight to lose, but I don't know, man. I'm not counting Kai Kara-France out of this fight. I think I don't know, man. My reads have been so off lately. Just don't fucking listen to me. Just do the opposite. Like, if you've been picking or betting the opposite of me the last few weeks, you've probably been profitable. Like, if you listen to me the last couple weeks, I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like everything is the opposite of whatever fucking take or read I have. But nah, man, this is a close fight. It's a good fight. Honestly, man, it's not totally a binary fight. Like, I can see a decision for either guy. I can see a knockout for Kai Kara-France. I can see a fucking submission for Al-Bazzi, TKO ground and pound win for Al-Bazzi. I can see a couple different ways this fight plays out. So it's not completely binary, but to oversimplify it, yeah, like Al-Bazzi, more well-rounded, but the better grappler. Kai Kara-France, pretty clearly the better striker to me. So, but Kai is not like inept on the ground. Like, he's a pretty good scrambler. Like, he's not, totally a fish out of water. I just think of Al-Bazzi with the top game he has, the top pressure. I think that it definitely favors him if he ends up on top. So, I don't know though. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I'm not super high. I've always looked ever since that Royval fight. It kind of depends on how high you are on Royval. I've always thought Royval is just a fraudulent spaz. The dude keeps proving me wrong, but I don't know, man. I've always kind of looked at Kai Kara-France sideways for getting. It's like, dude, you almost had Royval out of there, and then he hit some spinning. Like, I don't know, man. It's just Kai. I think he gets overrated, but then I've overlooked him in some spots. But this is a tough one. This is pretty good matchmaking. Pretty close. It gives both guys a chance to implement their game. It's like, who's really gonna fucking stick to the game plan? Yep. Yeah, I've never been super high on Kai Kara-France. But this is the kind of fight he can win, dude. Like, I don't know. Al-Bazzi is a really good fighter, though. So I'll say that. Some people are like, just swear to God that he's going to be the next dude. It's like, who has he really fucking beaten? You know what I mean? Malcolm Gordon, ZZ Top, Figgy's brother, like no name debutante jobber. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I like Amir. He's a good fighter. But Kai Kara-France is far and away the best fighter he's ever fought. So that's why I'm not counting Kai Kara-France out of this fight, but like I'm not as high on him as other people are either. I guess that's kind of where I stand on this as far as like my biases going in. Like I'm not as high on Albazi as other people are, but I'm definitely not that way with Kai Kara-France. Like I think Kai Kara-France is like has been a little bit overrated. Like there's a rabid fan base out of Oceania, out of the New Zealanders, the Australians. They are fucking ravenous fans, dude. They just are. So that's probably where some of that like overhype comes from. But man, like I just think he's a little bit overrated. So like this is a winnable matchup for Albazi, but on the feet, man, he's giving Kai his chance. Yep, that's a good call. Yep, he gonna be on that fucking good EPO. Just got to keep it standing. I mean, got to keep mixing it up. So yeah, that's encouraging if you're on the Albazi side for sure. That he's training that fucking ridiculous cardio grappling. Oh, cut grappling. If he's with the fucking cut master, the EPO cut master Marab, yeah, that's encouraging. So yeah, man, that's kind of how I feel about it. But for my official picks and/or bets, tune in tomorrow. Subscribe to Aaron the Dog MMA. Check it out. Well, boys, that's about all I have. If y'all just want to shoot the shit for like another 20 minutes, probably just make this a 2-hour stream. Got a good bit of tape study to do. I'll be doing that for the rest of the evening. Be on Aaron's show tomorrow. Then I'll be back Friday for the weigh-in stream. That'll be fun after a week break of that. I do like doing the weigh-ins. So yeah, that's the rest of my week on YouTube, and yeah, that's about all I got. Oh, dude, I started watching Frontier and got immediately hooked. I've really been enjoying that show. Another show that I avoided early on because it got bashed by critics, it's like, it's really not that bad. I can also tolerate like a little bit more of a slow moving show, but it's not really that slow. It's just like there's like a decent sized cast of characters, a couple few different storylines, but like I've been entertained. Like I'm like, it's a good little distraction. I don't know what the big fuss is about. The second season has better reviews, and there's only 3 seasons. 6 distraction for me. cool show. A little bit different of a setting than most era. I've been liking it. Sorry, I had a little fucking audio glitch there. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to the UFC fights. It just, if there wasn't a week break, this would have just been another like intolerable card. Like, could you imagine this like being the third like pretty much shit card in a row, like back to back to back? We got the pay-per-view coming up. That's decent, but yeah, man. But it's whatever. Like, it's, ups and downs, strikes and gutters, some awesome boxing fights. I know some people don't give a fuck about that, but it's like, don't be an MMA snob, bro. Boxing is like an aspect of it. Like, boxing is like one of the most exciting aspects of the shit. But yeah, man. That's about it, ladies and gents. Talked about the Knights. Talked about Spence Crawford. Talked about UFC Vegas 74. What else do you want from a 2 cents? What do you want from me? No, not a bad little stream. The Tuesday streams are usually like pretty quiet. So this is about on par. I do appreciate everyone that came through. Good chopping it up. Little Spence Crawford debate with Lobby. I've been waiting on this fight for years. I'm so excited about it, dude. I had to. You made me do it, boys. You forced my hand. You OAF'd me, dude. You AOF'd me, dude. I had to retaliate, man. Shout out, Moise. Moise. Big Moise. Before you musk up, I know you're our musk. Before you musk up, is Arlovsky and Mays not a fucking carousel fight? Am I fucking tripping with that? I think that is a carousel ass motherfucking fight. Could be wrong though. I mean, that's the fucking carousel owner himself. But that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't see how the loser of that fight doesn't end up on the fucking carousel. Because that means it's either Mays losing to a fucking 44-year-old Arlovsky, or it's Arlovsky losing to a fucking Dante Mays. It just seems like the loser of that fight will be due for a little turn. Means versus Mexican Carousel Deluxe. Fucking AOF fight. Yeah, dude. Some men try and some men die. And some men get fucking AOF'd in their eye. Fucking AOF, dude. Dude, fucking AOF your own butts, dude. I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I just smoke some more gas cake, do my fucking tape study, get ready for Aaron the Dog MMA tomorrow, so I fucking halfway sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, even though I really don't. But nah, man. Looking to improve with the picks. 7-5, the last card. That's barely acceptable. Got to do better than that. Got to do way better than that. Like I said, I'm going to try and resolve these There's fucking FanDuel issues. So I can try and fucking get greasy. But if I can't, then I won't. We'll see, though. There's a couple of plays that I like, but nothing I feel incredibly strongly about. A lot would be a lot of passing. But yeah, we'll see. So, what else? 15 minutes and then I'm fucking out of here. Oh, nice. Nice, dude. On your YouTube channel? I'll check it out. There you go. Check it out, boys. The audio file himself. Yeah, dude. Put on some lo-fi, do some tape study, smoke some more gas cake, watch some Frontier tonight. I gotta piss so fucking bad. Like I can hold it for another 15 minutes, but I don't really want to. But it's like, dude, you can't fucking. It's like, what? Take an intermission 10 minutes before the stream ends. What kind of shit is that? That's the internal struggle that's going on right now. Gotta piss. Only gonna be streaming for another 15 minutes. But I am going to be streaming for another 15 minutes. So like the idea of holding it is just like, so yeah, I think I'm going to have to fucking piss because it's just not going to be, it's not going to be fun for me if I don't. So I'm going to go piss and then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to wrap things up. So there you go. Suck on that knowledge. Suck on the knowledge of those facts. I'll fucking BRB, dude. I'll BRB. Sorry, boys, that had to be done. I apologize, though. Yeah, about to wrap the shit up anyway. Got 10 minutes. Smoke another gas cake, chilling. Anything else on your mind? Any parting thoughts? Get him out now. Talk show. Yes, indeed. Final thoughts. Fuck yes. Golden Knights win the fucking Western. Take care of the Stars finally. Game 1 on Saturday. Spence Crawford coming up. I will be continuously hyping that fight up. And yeah, got UFC this weekend. Got a pay-per-view the week after that, I believe. Next Saturday. Saturday after this one's what I mean. So that should be pretty cool. Jesus fucking Christ. He thinks he does. He fucking thinks he does. I'm not saying Sean wouldn't have any success, but Tank's too crispy. And that's all he does. Like Sean's got like maybe at the most like 50 amateur boxing fights. I don't even think he has that many. I think it's probably closer to like 20, if that. Tank literally has hundreds. Tank's got at least 200 amateur fights. Amateur. And he's got 20 plus pro boxing fights against high level boxers. O'Malley would get his fucking ass whooped. I don't hate the idea of that fight. It's just, if you're an O'Malley fan, you don't want that. I'll tell you that right now. Don't nobody really want the Tank Davis smoke. People love using Tank's name. Oh, he's a street dude from Baltimore. Oh, he's wild. Oh, Tank the fucking knockout artist that know the boogeyman. Everyone loves clout chasing off Tank. You got Shakur clout chasing, Devin Haney straight up ducking the dude. But yeah. Yep. It's going to be that Pitbull Cruz rematch, unfortunately. Haney's going to vacate. He's going to move up to 140. He ain't going from fucking, he's not going to go from Loma to like Josh Taylor's moving up to welterweight. The only person really there is Regis. He ain't going from Loma to Regis. That is not fucking happening. He's going to fight somebody like fucking Zepeda or something like that. He'll fight one of these like mid-level like jobbers, like former contender. He'll fight somebody like that, win by decision, then they'll try and draw out some fucking like Regis fight. It's corny, man. They're gonna duck Tank. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that shit with Connor is so weird, man. Like, if this was Connor that was still like taking the training seriously, and if it was like a few years ago, oh yeah, Connor wipes the floor with Chandler. But now, dude, I'm sorry, like Connor might be the better striker, but like I think Chandler is taking the fight game more seriously at this point. Like Connor's talent could still maybe push him over the edge, but everyone thinking Chandler, he's just going to walk through Chandler. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, there's a good chance Connor knocks him out, but dude, I don't fucking think that's just a foregone conclusion. I just don't. But what the fuck do I know, man? But yeah, Connor's wild, dude. Connor is off the fucking rails. Almost every time you see him out somewhere, drunk, coked up. I don't know. He just looks, and he's clearly been on a bunch of shit that's not good for your long term health. And he's not like in his prime anymore. It's just, I don't know. Did people just have this fucking, dude, it ain't 2016. It ain't 2015, 2016 anymore, dude. This is not the Conor that beat Eddie Alvarez. It's just not. It's a dude coming off a fucking leg breaking in half, mid 30s, cokehead, drunk. Like, he ain't that dude, man. He's been wilding out, living the fat cat life. It still might be enough. Like his talent, like I said, his fucking Kenny Powers, like man with the fucking golden dick talent might be enough to fucking, I don't know, just fucking Dr. Cock and balls it out. But dude, I completely fucking agree. I completely agree, man. What's Connor going to look like with that leg? How confident is he going to be to stand in that bladed stance? How is he going to approach the fight? If this Connor pre-injury 2015, when he didn't think he was a boxer, when he was like, let me use the fucking traditional martial arts distance management and then my fucking hands, like, yeah, he probably beats Chandler. But like, now, more squared up, thinks he's a boxer, just doesn't. I'm telling you, man, people don't believe me when I say this, but that Floyd Mayweather ass whooping changed him. He won't never the same dude after that. Like, that's when Connor's star was like shining it was just at its peak, man. And Floyd embarrassed the motherfucker. I don't care what anybody says. Floyd has never been that like dismissive of his opponents. Like he did not even take that fight serious. Like he literally just like put his guard up and marched forward. And Floyd never fights people like that. It was just such a step down for him. He's like, let me just let this dude get tired for a few rounds and then beat the fuck out of him. He has never been the same since then, man. He's been trying to chase that dragon ever since. That's my 2 cents on Connor. Floyd broke him mentally, physically, because Connor thought he was that dude. He thought he was like the best fighter on the planet, and he could literally, standing, he could beat anyone. He had people convinced of that shit. Fucking shit came crashing down to earth. I don't know, man. I think Floyd broke him. I think Floyd broke that boy. Yep. 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 Yeah. I agree with all that. All those things are true. But we'll see. Well, yeah, boys, I think I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, man. I got some tape study to do. Taking care of my errands, but I got to do this. I got to do tape study. more tape study, and then watch Frontier later. Let me get this fucking song on. Friendly reminder. Don't do it. I would not tail anything that I say. I would be your own man or woman and do your own research and trust your own guts and move forward accordingly. I couldn't pick my damn nose right at this point. But alas. Let me get this fucking song on, man. Where's Jackie boy? Wanted to ask Jack what he thought about some of this shit. But yeah, shout out to my dude Jack Attack MMA, wherever he is. I'm sure he's hiking in a meadow right now or something. But yeah, shout out to Jack Attack MMA. Still one of the top 3 barrages on Bet MMA tips. So where are we at? Okay. Let me get this fucking shit up. See, 7 people in the building, and now, like, right when I'm about to leave. 7 peeps. Get 10 people up in here, dude. Let's get 10 people up in here. Even if I wanted to, like, the latest I could go to is 2.5 hours, but I don't even know if that would be worth it. 7 people, though. People that just entered the chat. Is there anything you want to talk? I'm going to get out of here soon. So is there anything you want to talk about? Any questions you want to ask? Do it now. If not, you can go back and check the replay. I gave my 2 cents on a lot of these fights in general terms. But that's the long and short of it. All right. Looks like that's about it. Peaked out at 7. Whatever. I'll take it. I've done worse. I always like to get at least 10 in here. I feel like that's a decent goal, but we'll try and get it next time. Like I said, the Tuesday streams are usually a little bit slower. Let me shut this door. The wife's in a meeting. I don't want to fucking get her in trouble. Alrighty. All right, boys and girls. It was another good stream, man. Shout out to everyone that came through. Anyone that came through that creates content, please support each other. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog MMA. Y'all can catch me on his UFC show tomorrow. Aaron, myself, and Lou Betcha will be breaking down that fight card. You can get my picks. I don't know if I'm going to be betting this week. If I can figure out my shit with FanDuel, then yes. If not, then no. But in any case, check out Aaron the Dog MMA. Subscribe to that channel. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. My dude Big Show Picks was in here. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Fighting Allens Fight Night Picks. If I can remember to mod and question mark kicks, I will do that. Saturday evening or night, I will be in the pub stream kicking it. And of course, lest I not forget, shout out to the motherfucking Dome. Shout out to the motherfucking AOF butt sniff dome. Nah, but for real, man. Shout out to the general. Shout out to everyone else. The carousel owner, Big Moise, was in here earlier. Shout out to all the boys in the dome. And yeah, man. Shout out to the non-scamming community at large. Hope y'all all have a great week. Best of luck with your greasy plays. Hope y'all all get rich as fuck. And yeah, man. Thanks for coming through. If you see the replay, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Definitely smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Appreciate all the support. Have a good week, boys. This has been just my 2 cents, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.